The soul catcher is a man who has a few creepy, strange dolls in his possession. And one night, while recording his new storage facility, he witnessed a Ouija board move by itself inside the house. The very next day after this event, him and his father started to experience paranormal activity, such as doors opening and closing on their own, eerie shadows seen moving around, and faint whispers coming from around the house. The most creepiest is that they heard something laughing loudly in the middle of the night coming from the basement, where the vault is, located along with the creepy dolls. On one night around 4 a.m., he hears footsteps and whispers, so he quickly gets his camera out to record it. This is what he captured.
Alright, so a couple of seconds ago, I heard whispers, and it sounded like a child. Now, I'm not sure where it was coming from. I don't know if it was coming from the kitchen, upstairs, or downstairs from the basement. Now, I don't feel a presence, but then again, these things are pretty good at hiding. Alright, so I don't feel that there's anything in here or upstairs or the basement. Alright, so whatever it was, it's gone. Whoa. Oh, no way. Alright, so it seems like something was trying to get out. Yeah, something was definitely trying to get out. Alright, so nothing here. I don't sense anything. Alright, same here. I don't sense anything.
Something knocks the cross off the wall and breaks it. The man thinks it's something inside that was trying to get out from behind the closed doors. And when he pans the camera inside, we can see the creepy clown doll inside, along with some other collectible items. He also suspects that it's the clown doll named Clyde, so he decides to take it out of the storage room and set up a camera facing it to see what happens. After a few hours, the camera captures something chilling. Watch closely. If you didn't notice, the doll's head slowly moves up and looks directly towards the camera. The same night, he leaves the camera facing the doll, and it captures this. After seeing the doll move again, he is fairly certain the clown doll Clyde is causing the haunting in his house. So he plans another investigation that would get a violent reaction from the clown to see if it is truly him who caused the paranormal events. He gets holy water from his local church and decides to pour it on the doll to confirm. And this happens.
And the time right now is 11:04 p.m. approximately. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the holy water here and see if there is any reaction. All right. Oh shit! Not now. Oh, that's dreadful. What the hell is he doing on the floor? Oh shit, the holy water. Oh fuck you stupid clown.
After leaving the room for a phone call, the clown falls over by itself, and I think he knocked the holy water over, spilling it and wasting it. This seems like a deliberate action to stop him pouring the holy water on it. And to make matters worse, this attempt must have gotten this entity really angry, because the next morning he woke up from a deep sleep feeling a strong pain on his right arm. When he looked at it, he saw this.
So right now, the clown, Clyde, is the prime suspect right now. And if you look at his hand, compared to my bruise, you notice it's the same size. So, yeah, it was definitely him, I'm pretty sure.
It does look like the bruise roughly matches the size of the clown doll's hand, and it looks quite bad, but strangely the next day when he looks at it, it's all gone.
It's about 24 hours since I found my bruise on my arm. Now let me show you my bruise. As you can see, I don't have any more, which is weird because my arm was really swollen and the bruise was pretty severe. And as you can see, I don't have that bruise anymore, which is weird. A bruise like that would have lasted at least a week or two, not 24 hours. Again, let me show you my arm. I have nothing left of that bruise.
He is right that normal bruising to that extent would definitely take over a week or two to heal, which could suggest that it was caused by something otherworldly, like the cursed doll. However, it could also be possible that some sort of special effects make up, but I guess we'll never know for sure since he has stopped uploading many years ago. So is this a real cursed doll, or just an intercurrent ruse? You judge. A home security camera is mounted high in a kitchen, recording in infrared night vision, the kind of footage most people never check unless something already feels off. The kitchen is silent, the house is dark, nothing appears to move in the frame, but beneath the quiet hum of the camera, something strange is captured on audio. Listen carefully. It's faint, but there's a low raspy whisper buried in the recording. 2 short syllables with no visible source anywhere in the kitchen. Some listeners think it sounds like a name, possibly Jesse or Ashley, but whatever it says, the unsettling part is that no one can explain where the voice came from. Because of the distortion, it's impossible to confirm the exact words, but this is the kind of recording paranormal investigators often describe as an EVP or electronic voice phenomenon. A strange voice or sound captured on recording equipment when no one present remembers hearing anything at the time, and then on another night at around 3 a.m., the same camera catches something even more disturbing. A loud crash suddenly erupts from the basement, heavy, metallic, and echoing through the house. Just a few seconds later, a deep guttural whisper cuts through the static. The words are difficult to make out, but many listeners believe it says either out or help me, and depending on which one you hear, the meaning changes completely. If the voice says out, it sounds territorial, like something in the house doesn't want her there, but if it says help me, then the recording becomes even darker, suggesting something trapped, desperate, or trying to communicate from somewhere unseen. 2 different nights, the same dark kitchen, the same security camera, and both times, a voice is captured where no voice should be. So was this just audio distortion, or did this home security camera record something paranormal speaking from inside the house? You decide. Late one night, a security camera captured a woman arriving home in her car when she saw something that left her terrified and made her run straight into her house. Take a look. A creepy person can be seen walking with what looks like a detached shadow walking with it. I know the camera resolution is bad, however the person further away from the camera and light appears more clearer than the one that's closer, which wouldn't make much sense if it was just a matter of a camera quality. We can see the guy in front's hand swinging, but even after brightening the footage, there is no details on the other thing walking with him. And what makes this more strange is that the woman herself saw this in person and was terrified, which is why she quickly runs into the house, and she believes it's some sort of shapeshifter. However, the fact that she saw it in person and freaked out makes it more compelling, and it doesn't look like it's a planned video. So what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. The next video comes from the Quemahoning Paranormal Group on one night in the countryside outside of Boswell, Pennsylvania. A man left his dogs tied outside the house to enjoy the cool evening before they went to bed. However, the peaceful evening didn't last very long, as the dogs began acting erratically and barking like crazy at the brush surrounding the property. This became a regular occurrence, and the man simply assumed a pack of coyotes were in the area. Eventually, this started to disturb him too often, so he went out and tried to confront the cause. That's when he came face to face with something even more scary and unexpected.
Fucking coyotes out here, man. Hey! Get! That fucking knife. Come up! Fucking scaring my dogs. All that bullshit. Come on, get! Yeah. Fucking something. Fuck. Hey! Jesus fuck.
A creepy humanoid creature with very bright, glowing eyes can be seen lurking within the bushes at night. This is believed to be a brush crawler sighting, which usually ends with the creature fleeing from human sight. But in this occasion it rises up and takes an offensive stance, which scares the man away. A few days later, he noticed something was raiding the trash cans outside the house, and he thought it might be a black bear, but after checking the security footage on his porch camera, he saw what looks to be the same creature. What looks like the same creature or something similar can be seen peeking around the corner and possibly hiding from the camera, as if it has some level of intelligence and awareness to know that it's being watched. A few other local residents have reported similar sightings, but none were able to capture it on camera as clearly as this. You can find more updates as well as many other mysterious sightings over on the Quemahoning Paranormal Group. Kristen's daughter is not the only child who may have experienced something paranormal. In Indonesia, a woman named Melina says her young son had been telling her that he kept seeing a ghost inside their apartment. At first, Melina thought it was just a child's imagination, the kind of fear kids sometimes create when shadows move in the wrong corner of a room. But then one day, her son started recording, and what he captured made Melina question everything. The footage scared her so badly that she began to believe something really might be haunting their home. In the video, someone or something appears to peek out from behind the wall beside Melina's balcony. The moment the boy sees it, he panics, runs away and screams for his mother. Melina rushes to check the balcony, but whatever frightened him is already gone. And this is where the clip becomes much harder to explain. According to Melina, there is nothing on the other side of that wall except a sheer drop down to the street below. No ledge, no walkway, no place where a person could stand, climb or casually peek around the corner. To make things even more unsettling, Melina claims her son became sick only hours after recording the footage, and didn't recover for several days. So was this just a strange shadow near the balcony? Or did this child capture the same ghost he had been warning his mother about? Raphael, age 445, shared a bizarre video to Reddit. The footage was taken late at night and was recorded on his sister's property by her home security camera, and it captures this. The CCTV on the property captures two intruders trespassing on private property, supposedly trying to get through the gate. Now you can see that the two people are still there when the car headlights go off. But when the man approaches and demands them to leave, they still don't move. He then goes to the car and turns on the headlights once again, and suddenly the intruders are gone, as if they just vanished into thin air. The family have no clue what it was that they captured, but the real question is who, or what are they, and where did they disappear to? Amanda had only just moved into her new home when things started feeling wrong almost immediately. For the first couple of weeks, her posts were completely normal, cleaning, organizing, and showing different parts of the house, but then she uploaded a video that felt very different from everything else. This one focused on a specific room that she said had been making her deeply uncomfortable, and from the way she talked about it, it was clear this wasn't just a strange feeling she could easily ignore.
So, I just moved into this house like 2 weeks ago, but I am extremely afraid of this room back here. I've only been in it 4 times. The first time was to come and look at the house, and I looked at it, and then the second time was to get a bed frame that was up here. The third time my sister was here, and the fourth time to put these boxes up here. And that's where I went, to the top of the stairs. Literally the top of the stairs, because I was too scared. But this is now my 5th time up here. Tell me why. What's that? Okay, I think it's the neighbors, I'm not sure. But why is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 over there, and there's 3 behind. Why is there 21 mattresses up in this room? This hole on the other side of it, it leads to a big open space that I'm petrified of. I only looked in there once. What is that noise? I think it's my neighbors. Okay, I think they're underneath this room, which is not a part of my house. I think it's the garage, which the downstairs people get. But this door, or this thing, I put this up last time I was up here. Wait, let me turn my flashlight on. Okay, flashlight is on? No. On. Flashlight can't be on. Okay. There's a whole other couple rooms back there. I'm too scared. Just put that back up there. I think it's the whole rest of... Oh shit.
At first, nothing obvious jumped out on camera. Amanda walked viewers through the room, pointing out a crawl space that seemed to bother her more than anything else. But once the video went up, the comments took a much darker turn. Several people claimed they recognized the house, and said a previous man who lived there had also believed something inside was tormenting him. According to those comments, the haunting became so intense that it allegedly pushed him into drinking before he finally packed up and left. Amanda, however, had just moved in, and walking away was not that simple. A few days later, she posted another update.
Okay, I picked my mom up from Toronto yesterday, and I wanted to show her the house. So of course, I showed her the spooky room. And I must have left the light on up there. I don't remember leaving the light on. But I stood at the bottom of the stairs and I made my mom go up the stairs. And I was like, Mom, look into that wooden spot over there. And she's like, what wooden spot? That's because it's down there. There. No. I told my ex about it and he said that it was probably the draft that did it. I don't know, I'm gonna put it back up. Drop in there is insane. Okay. I guess let's just stay up here. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's secure. I come up here again and that's on the ground. I'm gonna lose my shit. This is actually a nice wardrobe. And I wonder if I can carry that downstairs. That is nice. I hope that's my foot tracks. Can't even see out the window today. Oh, that's a nice picture. That'd go nice in my kitchen. Oh! Okay. So it must have been the draft. I'll have to get somebody to come and nail that on or something. Or I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna go get some nails right now. Cause that. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Was it open?
I don't know.
You didn't look?
Oh, I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to know.
To actually see it happen, that detail made the whole thing feel even creepier. Viewers urged her to set up a camera and let it record. So that's exactly what she did. And when the footage was reviewed, it didn't give her the simple answer she was hoping for. Instead, it made the mystery inside that room feel much harder to explain. At one point, Amanda left the house completely empty. No one inside, no one walking around, nothing that should have been able to disturb anything. But when she came back, something was waiting for her that clearly shook her badly. Whatever she found inside made it feel like the activity was no longer just small noises, strange drafts, or a door moving at the wrong time. It felt personal, like something in that house wanted her attention.
Freak the f out. I just got home and tell me why my chairs are like this. Like, what the f? I literally still have my coat on. I come walking through the. Oh my god. I'm like shaking right now. I just went and dropped my daughter off to her dad's house. And all the chairs were around the table. What the f? Oh my god.
After that, Amanda went completely silent. No follow-up videos, no updates, nothing explaining what happened next. And because of that, many viewers became even more convinced that the house was truly haunted. Some still insist they recognize the place and claim it has a history of pushing residents out. So what do you think? Was Amanda dealing with real paranormal activity inside those walls? Or is there a perfectly rational explanation hiding somewhere in the footage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This next clip was recorded inside a house that is over 100 years old, using an old camera set up by a young man who was home alone at the time. According to him, something strange kept happening every time he left the room to vacuum. He would come back and the same bifold closet door would be standing wide open. No one else was inside the house. There was no obvious draft, no clear reason for the door to keep opening by itself. So instead of closing it again and ignoring it, he placed a camera on the floor, aimed it directly at the closet, and went back to vacuuming. The footage has no sound, and honestly, that silence makes it even creepier. After a few moments, the right side of the bifold door begins to move. Slowly, smoothly, almost deliberately. It swings open at a steady pace, folding back until the closet is completely exposed. No one walks into frame. There's no visible hand, no string, no sudden gust of air. Nothing that clearly explains what caused it. And if you watch the movement closely, it doesn't shake or stutter like a door being pushed by a random draft. It opens with this calm, controlled motion that feels much harder to dismiss. Some viewers believe old homes can hold on to repeated energy from the past, creating what paranormal investigators call residual activity. Others think there may be a simpler explanation. But if a closet door kept opening by itself in a house that old, I don't think I'd be staying in that room long enough to find out. A man who works at a cemetery has been recording a series of strange incidents coming from the garage on the property. A locked, cluttered workshop packed with lawn equipment, tools, old mowers, and maybe something that doesn't leave when the workday ends. Over just a few days, he says he has heard a white door slam shut, followed by 3 loud knocks while the door was still open. He has also seen lights flickering through the windows before he even unlocks the building. What makes the footage even stranger is how calm he seems. Not relaxed exactly, but used to it. Like this isn't the first time something unseen has tried to get his attention. Then, one morning, while walking through the garage and explaining what had happened before he started filming, the activity begins again.
Alright, so I am up here at the cemetery, and I wish I would have caught it, but I was just getting my stuff together for the day, and I had this door open along with this bay door, and this door just slammed shut so loud, and I swear prior to it slamming I heard 3 knocks on it while it was open. I have no explanation as to what the I have no explanation. I don't know what the hell that was. It was 3 super loud knocks, and then the door slammed shut so loud, so fast too. It was like, oh, I wish I would have caught it. I don't know what that. Good morning. Sorry, I forgot to say good morning. You dropped your tool? I'll get it for you. I'll put it on the workbench. Is that better? Good morning.
A sudden metallic clatter erupts from somewhere off camera, sharp enough to make him whip around and search the garage. Lying on the concrete floor is a socket wrench extension, but no one else is inside, and he has no idea how it got there. The strangest part might be his reaction. He doesn't panic. He picks it up, places it back on the workbench, and quietly asks, "Is that better?" as if he's speaking to someone standing right there beside him. Skeptics might say the tool simply fell from a nearby surface, but the timing, the force, and the way it happens right as he's talking about the activity make it harder to dismiss. The next morning, he pulls in and notices the lights inside the locked workshop flashing on and off through the window. When they finally stay on, he thinks he sees a dark shadow move past the glass. So he unlocks the door and steps inside to investigate.
Alright, so I just arrived to the cemetery and through that window saw the lights flashing 3 times, on, off, on, off, on, off. They are now off. I waited like a minute. They didn't turn back on, but the last time they flashed on, I could have swore I saw a dark shadow dart by that window. So we're gonna go right in, unlock the door. We're gonna say good morning right off the bat. Good morning. Good morning. I saw the lights on. Good morning. It looked like something darted by that window right there. Now I don't see anything. We're gonna turn the lights on. Good morning. Just here to work. I saw the lights. Saw the lights flickering. Do you need help? Did you lose something? Stuff through that window right there. It darted by this. Good morning. Nobody here. I could have swore I saw that dark shadow dart by. Yesterday I saw it dart by that window as I walked in. And it blocked all that out. Oh, shit.
While he is mid-sentence, another loud clatter cuts through the silence. A small black circular object suddenly appears on the concrete near one of the mowers, almost like it was tossed from somewhere out of frame. This time his voice drops. His breathing changes. He starts whispering, clearly shaken even though he has been through this before. And that's what makes this creepy garage footage feel less like a random accident and more like possible paranormal activity caught on camera. He'd already seen something dark move past that same window the day before, which suggests whatever is inside the workshop isn't just making noise. It may be moving around in there. Then, during another visit, he arrives to find the lights on again inside a building. He says he left locked and dark. He opens the door, steps in carefully, and whispers that he can see something near one of the windows. Watch closely.
Alright, I'm up here at the cemetery. Just pulled in and saw the light flash on, flash off. Saw something go by this window, and the lights are on right now. The lights are literally on, still on right now. This is the first time I actually caught the lights while they're still on. morning. These lights were off Friday when I left, and now they are on. This is the first time I caught them. They were flashing when I pulled in. This is the first time I caught them actually staying on. Good morning. Oh yeah. Prince. Something flashed in front of this window right here. What the f was that? What the f was that? Good morning. What the f was that? Okay. You don't have to throw my headphones. I mean, they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. Oh, shit. I actually caught the light staying on this time. You know, you better pitch in for this electric bill if you're going to keep these lights on.
We have featured Zark's scary haunting on the channel before. For those of you who don't know, Zark, along with his wife and son, have been experiencing a terrifying haunting in their house for over 1.5 years now. The activity was so bad that they were hearing their doorbell go off repeatedly in the middle of the night, hearing each other's voices around the house when they weren't there. The haunting was so strong that it forced them to move apartments in an attempt to escape all the chaos. They decided it would be best to move to a more densely populated area closer to the city, so that whatever demonic entity was haunting them would be less likely to follow them to their new apartment. This seemed to work, and the family settled in fairly quickly. But, unfortunately for Zark and his family, just 1.5 months later, the creepy events would start all over again in their new home. One day while ordering some groceries, it happened, and it was captured on their home security camera. Watch closely.
Okay, like bread. बाजू जो बिल्डिंग ना नया बिल्डिंग है मुझे एक बड़ा और पानी चाहिए क्या है जी हमारा बड़ा बोतल पानी और एक क्या केला दो केला और एक ब्रेड वाइट ब्रेड छोटा सा एक मिनट भाई
It seems to have all started with a simple ring on the doorbell, but when Zark went to check, there was nobody there. He then closes the door, and a cut for time can be seen in the video, but we are not sure how long the cut is for. But after the cut, we can see that the keychain on the door has been swinging the entire time without stopping, which also suggests that something strange is going on. After a while, the door rings again, but this time it is the delivery they expected. But when he asks if the guy rang the doorbell a few minutes ago, he says no, he just got here. At first it seems possible that it was just some kids next door, like he initially thought, and maybe some wind affected the keychain. But then a few nights later, something happens again. Watch. Suddenly out of nowhere, the key changer starts swinging on its own, as if someone knocked it. But when he inspects it, he doesn't see any signs of wind or anything that could have caused it to move. A few days later, the piano toy goes off by itself in a peculiar manner, as if it were laughing, and later that night his wife comes to tell him that the clocks have stopped working. She mentions the clocks have stopped working. And that she observed that this is something that often happened in their old house during the haunting. And you can see by Zart's reaction, he tries to ignore the conversation, not wanting to think of the implications of it, and that the haunting has returned, but deep down he is aware, and just doesn't want to believe it. However, late at night, just before 3 a.m., he is filming a reaction video when something chilling happens. Something that he just can't ignore anymore.
How did she even manage that? Oh, there is the white shadow. I don't know whether the knocks have been recorded. Let me just check the camera. Shit. There's the white shadow.
While recording the reaction video, he hears 3 knocks at his door more than once. He remembered from his previous experience at the old house not to answer the door to the 3 knocks when no one is there. He then looks through the peephole and notices something transparent, and then a sudden aggressive bang on the door makes him step away. This incident was too much for him to ignore, and after truly realizing the haunting is back, it quickly took its toll on him, and his mental health began to decline, and the activity was growing stronger each day, and his fatigue from lack of sleep was accumulating at the same time. So he eventually broke down.
You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance or the only most difficult part is the sleep. You see, my eyes are begging for sleep right now. I'm sorry. I know men are not supposed to cry. You know, the moment I'm trying to, my eyes are begging to close right now. But the moment I close it, I don't get sleep.
The haunting itself must be extremely stressful and exhausting, especially since it has followed his family to their new home. And not to mention that he works 6 days a week, so he doesn't get much time to rest anyway. The next night, while trying to sleep, they are disturbed by some creepy sounds coming from around the house. Take a look.
ये क्यों हमारे पीछे लगा है?
मुझे नहीं मालूम.
अभी कहाँ जा रहे हो?
एक मिनट यार, आवाज चेक तो कर लेता हूँ कहाँ से आ रही है. इधर ही रुको तुम. You see, the reason we took the apartment near the roadside is because of the noise. The previous home was far away from the streets and it was very quiet. And you know, these sounds used to disturb our sleep a lot. Now, thankfully, at least because of the road, the noise, you know, at least the sounds get covered up. It's been at least, I think, over 2 weeks now. It's started again. It's almost gonna be 2 a.m. as usual. You know, the clocks were stopped working and we just got it replaced now. But unfortunately, the seconds dial it's not there in this. Anyways, we came to check out the noise and the sounds have just stopped. Started again. It seems like coming from the walls. Stop now. I gotta get up early in the morning now for work and these sounds just don't let us sleep. That's enough for today.
What sounds like some sort of tapping sound can be heard through the walls around the house. It's as if whatever entity was doing the 3 knocks on the door is trying to find another way to gain entrance into the house. Maybe through a gap somewhere in the walls, or perhaps the balcony. He feels around the walls and doesn't notice anything, and the noise stops, so he goes back to sleep. But that doesn't last very long, and he finds himself woken up again to some creepy disturbances. Something knocks on the balcony door, but when he goes over to check, he finds nobody there. He does a good job of not opening the balcony door to the knocking, and eventually just goes back to his room, fed up of the paranormal occurrences. Although he did previously open the balcony before this, but it looks like the evil spirit or demonic entity wasn't able to get in at this time. A few nights later, it starts getting desperate to enter the house, and what happens next is absolutely terrifying.
तुम्हें बाहर जाना जरूरी है क्या?
एक मिनट यार, देख तो लेता हूँ कौन है।
क्या हुआ जी?
मुन्नू कहाँ पे है?
यहाँ पे सो रहा है।
अच्छा ठीक। तुमको आवाज कुछ सुनाई दिया क्या?
नहीं।
ओके।
क्यों, क्या हुआ?
कुछ नहीं, मुन्नू की आवाज जैसे सुनाई दी। यहाँ पे आई क्या तुमको आवाज?
नहीं, यहाँ नहीं है।
अच्छा ठीक है। Can you please stop it?
After hearing repetitive ringing on the doorbell, he decides to call out for the entity to stop it. And this thing decides to reply back, mimicking the voice of his son. This shook him to the core, and he quickly retreated back to his room, terrified. This seems to slowly be getting worse from here onwards, so hopefully we'll receive some more updates soon. But you can check out more over on Zark's channel, Zark Scary Haunted.